Oh man, people really liked my video. But I can't just milk it just because it got views. No man, you gotta do another one! Yeah, but these videos take a while to make. I need to focus on my stop motions right now. Oh come on man, you gotta do it! Do you think we should give you a new voice? It's getting kinda confusing having 3 people with the same voice.
I have a different voice.
Not you.
Oh.
Stop motions, you say? I said that 30 seconds ago. Wait.
No!
And we are back! I promise you I'm not trying to milk this series. But first, some things I gotta say before we get into the video. The title is kinda a lie. No, I'm not just going through people who do stop motions. I'm also talking about people who do film photography. Stop motion just sounded better in the title. And 2, I physically cannot add everyone who does stop motions in this video. As the title says, they're everywhere. And I'm not only adding people in here who have story stop motions, not just transformations, ship posts, and random stuff. So if you're not in here, that's why. Anyway, onto the animation creators. Stop motion. Well, look who it is. I made an Instagram poll asking for stop motion creators people knew, and Panda Jack was the most commented creator. Panda Jack has a series called Transformers Annihilation, which ran for 2 seasons, and one of his videos has the most viewed stop motion out of everyone on this list, I think. His stop motions are known for having great anime-inspired fights, a compelling story, and great voice actors, one of which appeared in one of my stop motions. He has since moved on to different projects as Annihilation is finished, but they still hold the same quality as his series. Crosshairs Productions. If you don't know, Crosshairs Productions is a huge inspiration to me. I absolutely love his stop motions and I have been following him since I was in primary school. I'm now employed. What the fuck? I even made a recreation of his scene from one of my favorite films of his. Anyways, his production is crazy. One of the best in my opinion. Also, here's my favorite episode of Ascensionverse. Okay, now on to the next creator. Grandman Filmmaker. Fun fact, this guy has made stop motions for the Ascensionverse in the past, so that's cool. He has a series called War of the Matrix, which has been going for a long time now, and he's currently on the 5th and final season of it, which is crazy to think about. Also, the Stundercons are my favorite characters in the series. Also, Grantman is the reason I thought Quake was a girl for 5 years. Thanks, Grantman. Prince Productions has his own Transformers series called Reunited. Hey, look, it's me!
Hey, Topspin, why do you have your armor on? We're not fighting any Decepticons or anything.
Ew. Crooked Window Animations. He has a series that he has now stopped. Not forever, but just a temporary hold. Was the series good? No, it was mid. Story was fine, animation was great, but the lack of ambience and missing sound effects and just the lack of sound effects really brings down the stop motion, but hopefully this criticism will come his way so he knows what to look out for next time.
Autobots, let's roll. It's the source of the homing beacon. They must be trying to destroy it.
No matter now. They're off our tail. Let's meet up with Optimus. We have a beacon to destroy.
But I don't want to seem like I'm ragging on people's work, because these things need to be talked about. If no one says anything, how can people improve? I mean, another example is Bruh Meme, who has a pilot of a series so he gets to be on here. He rarely adds sound effects, no ambience, and has missing sound effects where they should be added. Now, obviously, these are meme videos. They don't need much effort. The effort is in the comedy, but be consistent, you know? I love Bruh Meme. HLH Creations. They kinda deleted a lot of their older stop motions and left YouTube after posting an amazing episode 1 for his stop motion, but surprisingly out of nowhere came back in 2025 with a teaser stop motion for episode 2. But weirdly, Bumblebee switches bodies halfway through. Again, consistency. Transformers Fan 5000 has been at the game for a long time, but I found out about him because of this one animation, which I 100% recommend you watch. Transformers War Chronicles. He has a movie, so I'll count him in here. The production and lighting is amazing, but oh my god, he posts so much and everything looks the same. Shocktimus 989. He has a bunch of series, but he has one called Reawakening, which is the one I know about. Yeah, I recommend his work. BS Prime. Is it meant to say Bullshit Prime? Anyways, he has an ongoing series called Till All Are One. I recommend them, and they are only 2 episodes in, so there's not much to catch up on. Primetime Animation. No, not that one.
Such wonderful curves.
He has a series called Legacy. He made it way before the Legacy toy line came out, by the way. And the production design is incredible. He customizes and damages his figures to make them look accurate and what they are meant to look like. The dedication is crazy and very inspiring. Also, he introduced me to the character of Turmoil, so that's cool. Jacob Daly. Or is it Jacob Darley? Anyways, has an incredible comedy stop motion, which I 100% recommend. I'm not going to say any more, so I don't spoil anything. All hail Megatron 1000. No, for a lot. I'm not much of a fan of his stop motions. It's just a personal preference. But he does have a series based on the current year of toy line we are in. Basically doing a better job than Netflix. Oh god, let me see if I can say this right. The P1291 Pictures. I don't watch his content much, but he has a series called Earthfall, which is currently on season 2 right now. I'll definitely try and watch his content after this video. Thunderwing Studios. A very recent addition to the stop motion scene, but has an amazing series called Aftermath that just recently wrapped up its first season, and season 2 is currently, well, hopefully, in production. His fight scenes are great with some characters getting spotlight which don't really get spotlight in TF media much. And overall, I recommend this guy's work wholeheartedly. The production is crazy and the voice acting is stellar. Cliffjumper Studios. Do I really need to add this guy in here? Well, we are doing the world of stop motion creators, so you may as well. Oh god, okay. Cliffjumper Studios. Sorry, no. Scourge Purge. Sorry, no. TJ Addimax. He made a stop motion where RC gets unwanted touch and made very explicit images using blue Play-Doh for the leakage. I'm trying my best here, guys. Harris L'Oreal. He has one of the most iconic stop motion films ever made, but now he does figure transformations, which is fine. MP Cons. Known for his series Darkness Within, the better Michael Bay Transformers movies. His stop motions are insanely smooth and very long, spanning over like 40 minutes. He's made other stuff on the sidelines, and I highly recommend all his work. Max MC55. Wait, what? Come on, you know you wanna. I can't just add myself into this video. I'm not that narcissistic. Do it. Fine. Max MC55 has a series called Legacy 55 where he plans to finally conclude his very, very confusing 3-series long story that all don't really connect but actually do somehow. He also has a new series coming in 2027 called GENO. Is that good enough? Yeah. Happy Tuber KJ. I don't watch this guy. I just know he has a series/film called Transformers Allspark. Go check it out if you haven't. Swagwave Stop Motion. Another OG stop motion creator that is still making his Transformers Prime Legacy series 12 years later. Oh man, that's a lot of legacy. You might know Swagwave better for his Combiner Wars miniseries he did. Dude, that was the shit back then. But it has Orbital Bacon as Optimus, so 0 out of 10, get out of my sight. But dude, why do you have a giveaway ad randomly on your stop motion? That's like watching a movie on Disney Plus and getting an ad for, I don't know, Doritos in the middle of it. Cool, alright. Leader of the Prime Target. Long ass name. Oh man, I can't wait till all are gone. It's gonna be so cool. It's been 84 years. Anyways, he has a comedy series called Combiner Wars. Check it out. It's old but amazing. Cook Animations. Well, you may know him as Top Hat and T. He recently changed his name, so that's that. He has a mini anthology series called Roads of Rust, which is the second smoothest stop motion I've ever seen. And he also made a great film called Prime, which I 100% recommend you watch. What I don't recommend you watch is my stop motion set in the Roads of Rust universe. It's so outdated now. Cook Animations does other stuff on the sidelights from Transformers, but this is a Transformers video, so I'm just gonna stick with that. Drift Shots, with a Z, 22. The #1 most smoothest stop motion I've seen. He doesn't upload much due to his stop motions being so high quality, but he did finally just upload the last night stop motion alternate ending part 2. A whole 3 years later. That's enough time for a new Stranger Things season. He also has his series called Alliance, which is really good, but left in the dark. There has not been a new episode for 6 years now. And he has this really cool 2-parter called Infected, which totally didn't inspire the title for my series Infected at all. TFX Productions. This mother effing guy has been making a Transformers series for 12 years now, and it's still going on. Kinda. The commitment is astonishing, and for being 12 years old, the quality of these stop motions still holds up today. Absurdly awesome. The OG. The best. I've made videos inspired by his work. Yeah, this guy was the GOAT back in the day. He makes comedy skits of Transformers, but also has a series called The Absurdly Awesome. But also his most iconic Optimus Prime joins Facebook. Hound and Bee Studio has his own series called One Will Stand, which I am in actually. Look, there I am. It's me.
Find anything you want, I really much don't care.
Lumaken Studios, known for his Transformers Versus series, where he pins the same character across all different continuities against each other. I highly recommend. But knowing you, you've probably already seen them. The Lazy Eyebrow Reviewer. Wait a second. This toy makes me happy. Hold on. Cardboard Bots. What video is this again? TF Fanpage 101. Transformers Misfortune. Oh, how I missed this series. Generally, unironically, peak series. This is Brian's magnum opus. I hope we get a season 2 soon. Brick Formation Productions. God, I'm getting deja vu with how many studios people have in their names. I know it's an easy way to show off you make things, but YouTube is made for making things. Of course you make stuff. Like, what's wrong with just Brick Formation or Lukemen or Thunderwing? Okay, fair enough. Anyways, I'm actually a part of this series. I am Slag.
You want the fucking brawl? Come dance, Medica.
Larry Arts Productions. Another great stop motion creator. Is very 18 plus and has a great comedy and jokes in his series. Oh look, it's Treadshot. Oh, you're everywhere. The Scottish Avenger has a series called Unworthy, which I'm in.
I believe we have lost them.
H3GG Productions, also known as Galvis, who is the voice of Optimus Prime in My Legacy 55. He has a series called The Darkness Within. He has a lot of other projects coming up, but yeah, expect a delay in those.
What is it, Lord Megatron?
Keith Hanna Jr. He has a series called Transformers Generations, or Genverse for short. He has some great stuff and a shit ton of seasons, so great for people who want a long series, and I am set to star as a certain character in his next film. I won't say anything more than that. Infinity Edits. He has a series called The Glass That Shattered. Basically, Shaglass, Optimus, and Ratchet enter the main non-Shaglass universe, but unfortunately this series was cancelled, which sucks because this season had, like, great potential. The Big Geek Stop Motion has a series called Titan Wars, which is literally just Combiner Wars, but better. But I appreciate them not just calling it the same name as an already pre-existing title, you know, unlike someone else I know. Okay, so the next few stop motion animators I don't watch, but I was told via my Instagram, so we're gonna do a lightning round of shoutouts. JPG Productions with Transformers Dark Awakening. Bushwave Studios with Transformers Dawn of War. Coin Studios with Transformers Stop Motion Series. Yep, that's the name. Optimus Prime with Transformers Tarnished. Superior Productions with Transformers Nemesis War. And then we have Kenshin Productions, another OG stop motion creator that has a very old series that has now been abandoned for almost 9 years now. It sucks, but hey, at least it didn't get deleted. Speaking of deleted, Transformers Warzone. Now I do want to talk about a series that is unfortunately no longer on YouTube. I believe the channel, which I don't know the name of, was deleted. But I do remember the series name, Transformers Warzone. It follows Optimus, Bumblebee, and Wheeljack flipping to the past and present, Optimus now being a deadbeat leader, Optimus being the new young bot, and Wheeljack just being Wheeljack. Wheeljack made deals with cons and also Rat Trap, and this series actually gave me the basis for Trigger Happy for my series, and also Optimus at the end, like, just becomes Roller. Okay. If you haven't caught on already, my Transformers animatic series Infected is based on Warzone. Well, sorta. It's very unfortunate that Warzone doesn't exist anymore. It was an amazing series with amazing quality, and I would love to try and recreate it with the vivid memories I have of it. And if anyone does remember it, share your memories of it so I can remake it. Now to end off the stop motion segment of this video, Ultra Marcus. This guy has one of the most interesting stop motion series ever, but hasn't uploaded in 2 years. He has a series where he primarily uses G1 figures. Like, G1 figures! Do you know how limited they are for stop motions? Especially at the scale Ultra Marcus does them in, which is very understanding on why it takes so long for him to make a video, especially with those video lengths. But he also has a pilot for such an interesting stop motion, but hasn't come back to it in over 3 years, which sucks because the quality is absolutely amazing on both of them. There's enough content of this guy's channel to watch, so if you haven't already, please do watch this guy's stuff, and hopefully he will come back to YouTube someday. Now on to creators who don't do stop motions, but still make films and series, because how else am I going to talk about them? Puppetry. TFI Creations. Another creator I respect highly. He is the one known for doing the puppetry format, which in a way is a form of stop motion. You're moving a figure, then stopping it, making a movement. But when people see stop motion, they'll think of this, not this. Anyways, I've called this style of filmmaking the TFI style because it sounds better. Basically, you move the camera with your hand off screen and use editing to make everything come together. TFI Creations has a wide range of films like crossovers like Jurassic Park and Jaws, and even Back to the Future, which led to, well, all that. Foxatron Prime has his own series called Transformers Resistance, which he is currently remaking the first season of. But this series ended a while ago with season 3, but is still ongoing with the reboot. The series is also made with Puppetry. Emgo316 has an amazing series called Dude, Where's My Couch? If you've been on the YouTube scene for a while, you've probably already seen this film, and good, because it's a masterpiece. It follows Megatron and Shockwave, and Megatron just trying to get back the couch that was stolen, but shenanigans happen along the way. Yeah, good watch. TF Fanpage 101. His series is also Puppetry. AI. Oh no. Now we are on the topic of AI. Now we all know the rise of AI generation is bad. You have the idiots who use it, and the big brain people who don't. But there are some stop motions I've seen that are super cool, but they use AI voice actors, and their excuses are, I can't afford voice actors. This is not an excuse. You have a voice. Use it. All my videos with voice actors are unpaid. They are volunteers. You just need to know where to look. There are websites for voice actors. I get all my voice actors from Instagram, or heck, doing casting calls on my YouTube channel, then setting up a Discord for people to join and audition for roles, wink wink nudge nudge, but using AI should not be the answer. On the topic of voice actors though, I have seen stop motions in the past use clips of Transformers actors' voices for their own stop motions. This can work very well, even though it can be very limiting for a story perspective, but I have seen people do this, but then you also use their own voice for the same character. At that point, just use your own voice entirely. Conclusion. Okay, now for the conclusion. What is the conclusion? I mean, all video I just talked about other stop motion creators and what they do, but the one thing I haven't talked about is you. What should you do for your stop motions? But you see, this time it's a little different to the reviewers. It's actually quite hard to find a style that's unique, as we really only covered 2 animation styles in this video. But uniqueness in stop motions really come in the story you tell. You can tell the same story in multiple different styles, but it would still be your story. So I suggest just finding a style you enjoy doing, as well, stop motion takes a very long time to do, and puppetry is just hard to get right. But as long as your story is good, it doesn't matter how the animation looks. Just don't make your animation 5 frames per second with a minute's worth long of transformation sequence. I know who you are! But if you're looking for differences in filmmaking style, then let's look at the differences in TFI Creations and Foxatron Prime. TFI goes outside, edits everything in After Effects, and gives all his characters glowing effects. Foxatron Prime stays inside and uses Studio Series backdrops and other sets to make his films. TFI does the same, but not all the time. But even then, you can do that style inside if you want, or touch some grass. In the stop motion ring, Crosshairs Productions uses Gmod for his backgrounds, using only green screen for the actual animation. Maxim C55 uses Fortnite Creative Mode, which is a free game if you didn't know. Heck, Grabman barely even uses backgrounds. His stop motions consist of the same blank background piece, but then he just adds things over that background to make it feel like a brand new, different location. You don't have to go crazy when making a stop motion, just think creatively, which you will need if you want to make a stop motion series or film. I know we are all victims of it, but don't film your characters on the floor. Look at movies now. Look, you can see their faces. So don't go out and buy a bunch of figures or a new camera for filming. Buy lights, buy a desk. They're surprisingly way cheaper than Transformers these days. Just do research, think creatively, and don't try to be like anyone else. Be you. And now, a word from our sponsor. I mean people from Discord. People who do stop yet, not sponsored yet.
I do stop motion because as a kid, it was fascinating to me how someone could take an object and bring it to life. And I always wanted to replicate that. And my experience with stop motion is really good and I always have so much fun doing it. And is the reason I keep posting, even if I don't do it as often as I used to. And I want to keep my current formula for my upcoming Transformers series, but I'm planning to do a higher production for it in a smaller scale than another series I have planned in mind. But yeah, that's my experience with stop motion and why I do it. See ya.
So that's what my stop motions looked like before. Now I want to improve it. The first thing I took notice of is my stop motions were in 5 frames per second, and I wanted to bump that up. I didn't go straight to 30 because that would be really hard. So what I did was I did a quick 20 FPS test, and I think it turned out pretty well. This is what it looks like.
I like how you're comparing stop motions when yours is complete trash. You know what? I've had it with you. You're fired! Wait, what? I'm not joking! Get out! But I'm the face of the channel! I don't care! Out!